Fresh political face-off is unfolding in the national capital, and this time the issue is E20 petrol. AAP national convener Arvind Kejriwal has begun his march towards Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence, along with the supporters, to submit a petition against ethanol-blended fuel. Now, the march comes despite Delhi police denying permission and stating that no unauthorized procession would be allowed. Kejriwal claims that more than 2 lakh people have signed the petition against E20 petrol. He says that motorists are facing problems with their vehicles and wants petrol pumps to offer both pure petrol and E20 fuel. He has also demanded that the ethanol-blended petrol are to be sold at a lower price. Now, the political controversy has intensified after Kejriwal alleged that the centre is continuing with E20 policy because it has yielded to US President Donald Trump and is under pressure to buy ethanol from the United States. He has said that questioned the government's intent, claiming that there is a hidden agenda behind the continued push for ethanol-blended fuel. Kejriwal says that he had written to Prime Minister Modi last month seeking a meeting but received no response, prompting him to take out the march and attempt to personally submit the petition. Now, the BJP has dismissed the allegations, accusing Kejriwal of deliberately creating confrontation with the police and trying to play the victim.
ट्रंप के दबाव में जो प्रधानमंत्री जी अमेरिका से इथेनॉल इंपोर्ट करके देशवासियों के ऊपर थोप रहे हैं, देशवासियों की गाड़ियां खराब कर रहे हैं, ये सही नहीं है। तो इस बारे में 2 लाख से ज़्यादा लोगों ने चिट्ठी लिखी है प्रधानमंत्री जी को। आज वो चिट्ठी लेके प्रधानमंत्री जी को सौंपने के लिए हम जाएंगे।
सर, अगर नहीं जाने दिया, रोक दिया जाएगा तो कहाँ, फिर कैसे भेजेंगे?
देखते हैं कहाँ रोकते हैं, क्या कहते हैं वो लोग।
Well, the political controversy has intensified over the E20 petrol, or rather the E20 fuel, which has in fact been objected to by AAP as well. Kejriwal has in fact said that he has a signature list of 2 lakh signatures which he wants to present before the Prime Minister and ask him to ensure that the people are given choices when it comes to the fuel that they use in their vehicle, especially when it comes to ethanol-blended fuel or the pure fuel or the pure petrol that they wanted. Meanwhile, barricades have been set up by the police to stop the leaders from moving towards the Prime Minister's residence. Here we can see the large barricade that has been put in place, and there you have AAP Supremo Kejriwal there also sitting on a protest and trying to speak with the police to let him pass the barricades so that he can submit the memorandum to the Prime Minister. Meanwhile, Kejriwal said that he had in fact written regarding the E20 petrol and sought a meeting with the Prime Minister, which he never got, and therefore he had to resort to this march on E20 fuel to raise the issue with the Prime Minister. The police, meanwhile, has in fact stopped the protesters from going ahead with the E20 march towards the Prime Minister's residence. A large crowd has been gathered at the barricade, and they are in fact awaiting the next instruction, as they have been stopped by the police and the security forces personnel from moving ahead with their march on E20. Meanwhile, one interesting aspect of it is that Kejriwal has said that E20 was deliberately being followed by the government. According to Kejriwal, he said that US President Donald Trump is the one who's actually putting pressure on the Indian government to ensure that E20 blend is used so that ethanol can be sold from the United States to India. He has questioned the government's intent over this, claiming that there was a hidden agenda behind the continued push for ethanol-blended fuel. Kejriwal says that he had written to Prime Minister Modi last month seeking a meeting but received no response, prompting him to take out the march and attempt to personal summit. Let's in fact listen into the latest statement coming in from Kejriwal.
हम कहना चाहते हैं कि ट्रंप के दबाव में मोदी जी ना आए। ट्रंप का दबाव में आके इथेनॉल यूएसए से खरीदना बंद करें और हमारे देश में E20 थोपना बंद करें।
Well, that was in fact Kejriwal saying that asking the Prime Minister to not come under pressure from Trump and not to, in fact, buy ethanol from the United States, and that the Prime Minister should allow pure fuel to be used in the cars in India. Meanwhile, the protest gathers steam. As you can see, the march as of now in Delhi has been stalled with barricades from the Delhi police. AAP MPs as well as the top leadership is now going in for a sit-in protest just where the barricade has been put up. AAP leaders, in fact, trying to interact with the press there. Kejriwal's march to the Prime Minister's residence has been stopped. Kejriwal had claimed that he had written a letter to the Prime Minister asking for time to discuss on the E20 fuel, and that people in India or consumers should be given a choice to choose between pure petrol and ethanol-blended fuel. Ethanol blending in India has reached 20%. E20 has been rolled out in all the fuel stations in the country. Many of them have raised concerns about the use of E20 and how it could affect their vehicles. This have been concerns that have been raised, but the government has said that they have, in fact, ensured that E20 fuel is blended in a way that does not affect the vehicles, but however did say that certain vehicles from 2016 or older could in fact require rubber parts, as the ethanol blended fuel could cause problems for those vehicles. However, they said that as of now, those vehicles that have come after 2016 and with certain Bharat standard will not be affected by this.